Are we live right now?
We
Streaming
just started.
just started streaming.
Just started. Getting all situated.
Getting situated.
Yeah.
Checking my progress. 8:57. All right, so I'm getting the patch downloaded. Patch 4.1, The Legend Returns.
Yeah.
This is Growth Redder back from a temporary vacation in the Destiny 2 world. It's not Narb. Dropping beats. So we're gonna go over kind of at a high level patch 4.1. Just freaking enormous.
Yeah, it's almost like its own expansion.
Yeah, this is insane. I mean, that's almost 2 gigs of data we're installing. It's pretty significant as far as patch being concerned. All right, man, start us out.
All right, so as we all know, there's a bunch of stuff coming.
Yeah.
Just a quick note, though, that Unending Coil Bahamut isn't scheduled to be released until patch 4.11, and that the Bard performance, which is like they'll be able to like make music, and that the new PvP encounters with the rival wings, they'll be released in patch 4.15.
Oh,
so
cool.
that gives us a little time to look forward, something else to look forward to before 4.2.
Constant stream of content.
Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty cool.
So quick table of contents real fast. We got playable content with quests, guild leaves, treasure hunts, grant and free companies, housing, additional updates, battle systems with PvP, and then items system resolved and known issues.
Nice. All right, well, let's jump into the good stuff, the playable content here. So, looks like, obviously, main scenario quest meta, that's nothing new. And that we didn't already know.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's a few of them. I don't know.
I condensed when I put them on here. Yeah, that last thing. There's 7 versions of the question mark, question mark, question mark. So I just put a ×7 there and erased the other ones just for space.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, that's going to be... Looks like we're going to start off with a quest called Ehrenwald's Adventure. Obviously, level 70, Disciple of War Magic, Auger's Reach. Start that with Lease. So, and requirements for that, obviously, completion of the Stormblood main scenario quest. It's like Darkness would be the next one, so that stuff's kind of, I don't want to read like line for line, but obviously it jumps into the, it's like a little quest line that you'll have to do for Return to Evalis, or Elise, not sure how that's pronounced.
Yeah, I think it's Evilise. Per
That's
what
what
other
I
people
would say.
Yeah.
So obviously, and that's like, that falls in line with the normal, go here, do this quest, then you can do the raid, so.
I think it's gonna be like how the Void Ark was, where you did a couple quests and then you end up meeting with the pirates and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, however that's gonna work this time, so should be pretty cool though.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So we got a main scenario quest where we'll be able to go to the Royal Menagerie, and I'm sure people will be G-posing like crazy there.
Oh my gosh.
And maybe some RPing. Whoa. What is this? Players can now move between Onokoro and Sakazuki. Now I've heard people talk about this, and I'm not quite sure what that means. If like you just talk to an NPC and you teleport to
that's kind of nice, because rather than having to
fly, swim, or run,
quick travel, yeah, I mean, quick travel to endless set and without leaving the zone. So that's going to be nice for people who have unlocked that first Aetherite and they're doing like the main story stuff, and they zone in, don't have to swim all the way back to the freaking entrance, because you can't really do a whole lot until you progress a lot farther. So
yeah, it'll be good for them getting around.
Cool. Yeah. Transfer you back and forth so you can zone.
I know that we got the introduction to the Hildebrand quest line, another one.
I still haven't done the original. I need to go back and do that stuff.
Yeah, I've been running around with my Inkadu minion, and people, where'd you get that green chicken? Hildebrand quests. What? It's like, yeah, do the Hildebrand quests. So anima weapons, for those of you that still want to do that, they giving you more light per dungeon, and then more duties will be contributed to the Aetheric Condensation. So that sounds like stuff outside of Heaven's Word, whether that's a Realm Reborn or they're just going to add like the old raids in.
Something. Get it done a little quicker, just to
get it finished
and to get the glamour.
Yeah.
Definitely want it for my Dragoon.
Get so close.
Yeah.
Cogent Beast Tribe quest. I'm not sure if this is going to be a normal Beast Tribe quest or a crafting one.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what. So there's obviously at some point they're going to add the I don't know what the name of the other ones are. I can't remember. The Lakshmi Beast Tribes with the snake ladies.
Yeah,
add those eventually. So one of them is going to be crafting. If it follows along with.
I think they will.
It's probably going to start off with the normal ones and then do crafting.
Yeah, because underneath that it does say Disciple or Magic level 60. So they start at level 60.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's pretty good.
So I can probably do that stuff on my Scholar to get a fun.
Yeah, it looks like since they got rid of esoterics and lore and scripture, now everything you used to get those for, you get poetics for the Nath and Vanu tribe quests. They nerfed the level 30 gladiator quest, which I didn't have any problems with it, but kudos to those.
Easier for me whenever I do that.
Yeah.
At some point I plan on. All right, so we're down to
50 to.
I don't know anything about that stuff, honestly.
Basically, just doing tradecraft guild leaves, where it's like craft us this item. You'll get more experience for each item you turn in for those trade crafts, which for 50 to 58, that'd be turn in a high quality. That's double XP, and if they're gonna boost that a little bit more, that means you're gonna get to 60 faster. Here's something I'm excited. I haven't done any of it. The Lost Canals of Uznair.
Yeah.
And now they've added the hidden canals of
also, that's the deeper portion of it, I suppose.
Yeah, and then it says, by entering the hidden canals, you'll get a treasure coffer in the Lost Canals on occasion, which will yield a time-worn thief's map, which will reveal a new location on your map. Players can use the general action dig to find a teleport ward that leads to a hidden canal. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we need to definitely get into that, because I always liked the maps with just the small group that we did it with. We definitely have a lot more people now that probably do this stuff and make money.
Oh, that, and it mixes up the content. It's something different than just grinding out jobs or crafting.
It's so much, and it's not as.
It makes it refreshing.
All right, it's not as stressful to do that. It is to do like Savage, which that was stressful, man.
Yeah.
3 stressed me the crap out. Like I just couldn't even at that point. Couldn't even. I had a hard time, and then I was like, with Destiny 2 coming out, I was like, man, this is the perfect time for me to take a break.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wish I didn't at the same time, just because I know I missed out on a lot of learning for 3. But at some point, man, I get back. So, here we are. So obviously now jumping down past the canal stuff, 'cause it's big stuff is what you already mentioned. So brand companies and free companies. Following additions and adjustments have been made to Venture Squadrons. The amount of XP missions by unit members has been increased. That's good. It's a little faster. Difficulty of flagged mission Void Scent elimination, which grants squadron rank 2 has been reduced. I think that's where I'm actually at right now.
Okay.
So that'll help for me. The level cap for squadron members has been raised to 60.
That's nice.
Squadron members cannot exceed the level of the player's highest class or job, just like
retainers.
Change classes and confirm chemistry can now be accessed by speaking with each squadron. Cool. But more interaction. They were previously only available on the regiment board. The command missions have been added, allowing players to enter instance dungeons alongside 3 unit members. Pretty cool. Kind of. I know we neither of us really played the Final Fantasy 11. What did they call them? Trusts. Didn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, no.
Sounds like a similar ish.
Yeah, it's a break into that to where I think
it's a little more
this
solo
is
friendly.
Yeah, it's gonna set up to where like if solo players wanna, man, I want to do this, but I don't have the time to like search for a party or whatever. I'll just grab my squadron and go do it.
Yeah, because that's actually gonna help. That could help for leveling up to 60 at least for any job.
Oh yeah.
Rather than being on a tank and getting instant Q or healer getting instant Q. If you're at DPS, it's pretty tough sometimes. So.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So it'll be interesting to see how that is command, because I thought you'd have to do it for each player or each of your squadron members, but it looks like it's for all of them.
Yeah, you kind of give them orders while you're.
Yeah, it's gonna be
weird.
It's gonna be weird.
Oh, it looks like it's probably gonna be you're gonna set them up. While members have their own free will, responding as the situation demands, they can be given orders. So, like, if you wanted to override a specific thing that they're doing, like say like a healer's focusing on healing and you guys aren't having any problem staying alive, maybe make them switch more to a DPS type of role.
Yeah.
Like Chocobo, how you can switch that back and forth maybe.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
A similar type of, I think this is the answer to bringing your Chocobo into dungeons. I think this is what that is taking place of. Players must have unlocked 1,000 miles of Totorock, Great Flocks, Long Stop, Stone Vigil, Wonders Palace. Okay.
So I think Halatali and Wonders Palace are going to be the two that will be relatively simple to go through, so that to get the gist of how to play them, where the other 3 suck.
Yeah, I hate Brave Flocks' long stop.
Yeah.
That is the longest freaking. It felt like the longest.
Well, that and 1,000 miles of Totorock, isn't that the one with all the stupid green goo on the ground that makes you run slow?
Is that one?
I think it is. That thing sucks. It's like a 15-hour dungeon.
Yeah.
Just because you run slow.
Yeah, that one sucks. And the Stone Vigil is not that bad. It's just kind of long.
Yeah.
Wonders Palace was always pretty easy.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Okay, so right here, then it gives us some screenshots about kind of how to go through and what you're going to do with your party, how to set that up, and then it shows. All right, okay, so then under the party menu where you have your party list, it shows you the icon next to their names to the right with the buffs are of what, I guess, stance you have them in.
Oh, that's kind of what it's.
So yeah, and then I know further down, you have an independent, offensive, defensive, and balanced. So it's kind of like the Chocobo, where you have
that's what I was saying. Like you can switch it from a healer,
offense,
to a tank,
defense, healer, and then free stance.
Free, exactly, and that would make sense. And I think that's why I said, I think instead of them letting you bring your Chocobo in, they're sort of using this to kind of. I mean, maybe they'll do that eventually. Maybe they should be able to bring anything, like retainers too. I mean. Yeah.
Well, I heard that they were planning on doing that to where you could send them out to help you gain experience. So maybe this is something that comment in
testing it, starting it out. You know, you got to start somewhere. They're not going to just go balls to the wall with everything, you know, right away.
Yeah.
Even though it's something that's not like a new request, it's still something that's new for their development that they need to make sure works.
Yeah.
As intended, and it's not like overpowered or causing games to crash and stuff.
So it looks like they're also going to let you glamour your stuff, glamour your squadron members, which, that's pretty cool. Especially if you got gear.
So,
yeah, you got like glamour gear that's just sitting around in your retainer. You can go ahead and throw it on these guys that make them look pretty cool.
And if you want easy gear that doesn't cost you any money, I'll tell you right now the best way to do that is PvP. Play a few matches, get a set of gear, man. It's super easy, and most of it actually looks pretty cool. At least the 2.0, 3 stuff.
Yeah.
The 2.0 stuff looks better. It's like the Hawk and Lion stuff.
Oh yeah. So here's some stuff, a list of new stuff with Grain Company seals. basically it's looks like you got all your glamour crystals, and then you have some crafting material, and then crafter's armor and weapons.
Interesting.
So that's kind of cool. And then down at the bottom you have Aetheryte tickets. That's kind of nice.
Oh
and
my gosh. About time, man.
high grade company issue tonic. Not quite sure what that is, but maybe it has something to do with the sanction, and because I know they got that
company issue tonic. I mean, once we get into the game, we can actually see the descriptions of these items. Although I'm sure people have data mined everything, and it's probably already available.
Yeah, I'm sure everything's on Reddit.
Well, that's what one of our Discord or raid group members was posting up a picture of some armor that looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
Called Hellbound. Oh, and then there's the new flying couch or chair, whatever the hell that thing is, for one of the mounts. We'll get to that.
Yeah. So big one that's
baby.
killing everybody is the housing. It's got everybody sleepless tonight with all their gil in their pockets, standing outside the ferry, or the placard if you're brave enough to attempt to get a house in Board 1.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody, let's just be real about this. Don't be dickheads, all right? Can we? Because everybody wants a new house, And the thing about this is it's going to open up houses in the older plots, the older zones that some people really like those. So
yeah,
that's all.
Well, that and also with swimming being a big part of Stormblood, they are adding swimming to all the old areas as well. So
yeah, because there is water in every housing area.
Yeah. So one thing, it's like our free company, we're based out of the Goblet, and something that's like it's dry, it's barren, it's kind of bleh, but they're adding a real big Roman pool looking thing. Cool. So it's if we end up not getting a house, that'll be okay. At least it's got that.
But we can always move later. So I mean,
yeah,
there's always going to be an opportunity because the house that we bought in Goblet wasn't always available either.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At some point it was taken up, and we paid a freaking arm and a leg for it, but it was worth it because it's rank 8. We're the max rank. We have the best house on the server. All right, let's just be honest about it.
Yeah, yeah. We got guys from other servers that are like, "Man, your guys' house is awesome." Yeah. So,
Narc put a lot of time into moving stuff around.
Yeah, holy crap.
Props to my dude.
Yeah. Here's a list of the prices. So initially, you got your prices for the small, medium, and large, anywhere from 3 million up to 50 million. If for whatever reason houses don't get bought, they'll drop to 1.4 million down, and then to 24.8 million. So
every
basically by
6
half.
hours.
Yeah. So that's the minimum price. So
starting from 6 o'clock today, Eastern time, if something doesn't get bought every 6 hours, it drops down to the minimum price. Is that what, or half the price?
Yeah,
wow.
Total of half the price.
That's crazy.
So like, let's say one of those large plots is opened up, so you get a first-class large plot. If you've bought a large plot, at least on our server, Behemoth, in one of the other areas, and you go to do it, you will not have to pay anything to transfer your residence, because 30% of the total cost you spent is more than that minimum price. So your transfer over will be free. Now you won't get any of that extra gil back that you actually paid over between the minimum price and that 30%.
Right.
But you don't have to pay any fee, which, that's money in your pocket, so that's extra money that you would put down towards, new furnishings or whatnot. So, so then we keep going down, and it talks about, getting an apartment. People are pretty familiar with that because they had apartments in the other areas. Yeah. I don't think there's any limit on being able to get an apartment.
Yeah, I think that's a completely... Yeah, it's unlimited, I think. So
yeah.
Always have housing.
It's like the Mog house in Final Fantasy XI.
Exactly.
So then it goes through the relocation feature, which is basically, here's a couple windows where you purchase your land, individual or free company, and if you click free company or private, and you already have property, it'll give you the option. So if you hit yes, boom, finalize sale, then you'll get this notification saying, Yeah, and then your house and everything will automatically show up. The only thing in your yard will be the aetherite crystal and the chocobo stables, if you have those on your property. Other than that, everything will be the base skin or whatever you want to say, and then all your items will be in the storehouse, which
That's one of the NPCs, right?
I think it's under storeroom furnishings have been added. Blah 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 blah. I think it's just a menu. So yeah, you go to indoor furnishings. So yeah, so you go to your house. So like outside, you would click on the housing icon action, or inside, and then you have a list of all your stuff. Well, instead of it just being a list of the items you have on display in your house or outside your house, you'll also have this other icon that looks like a Lowe's shopping cart with boxes on it, and that's what you actually have in your storeroom. So you have what's furnished in your house, which is the chair with the check mark, and then you have, you know, the Lowe's cart, which is what you have sitting in your storeroom, a storehouse. So
I'm kind of disappointed that it's not like an actual building you can enter and like look at all your stuff.
yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Some other option to decorate, spend more gil on.
Exactly, the true end game. Get your house all.
So that was an example of the inside. Here's an example of the outside, and your storeroom will be the same amount that you have normally. So if you're in a large plot, you have 400 inside, 40 outside. That's what you get in your storeroom. You will get a storehouse if you transfer your residence. So all your stuff will go into the storehouse. So you'll still have your storeroom, which is separate. But
seems so.
They're doing that they're doing that because
they know the amount of people, or the amount of items people are going to want to put in. I mean, it's going to be a lot bigger.
Well, that and they're changing up.
Everyone's already got stuff.
Yes. So because
even
private rooms will have their own separate storeroom.
Okay.
So
Chocobo stores. That's gotta be.
So it's something that's cool I did notice here. It's got a picture of the outdoor furnishings, where if you got a garden, or inside if you got flower pots and stuff that have seeds or flowers or something growing, they will stay in there. So you won't lose. Cool. Yeah, you won't lose any of your gardening or anything like that. So people that might be, worried about what happens if they transfer, all your stuff will stay right where it is. So when you plant it, boom, it's right where it was when you were logged in the day before. So scroll down some more. They added, like I said, all the water areas for swimming. You got the Limsa area with the tents. I want to say that was kind of like that before, but now you can actually go out in the water and swim.
That gazebo thing wasn't there, I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been there in forever.
I don't know.
Gridania, they've got this looks like a spring with a little gazebo in the middle. That looks pretty neat. Yeah. And then obviously you got the big Roman style pool in the goblet, which I think looks pretty cool.
It does look kind of cool.
Yeah. And then you have Shirogane.
Oh my god. Jeez. I'm just scrolling down like.
Yeah. So I mean, I like what they did. They made it to where, regardless of Shirogane and Limsa, because they're both on a beach, with what they did with the glade and the goblet, I think they did a really good job of giving people the option to
access the different.
Yes, to be able to swim.
Things. Yeah. Exactly.
So then, yes, they added more furnishings for inside and outside, and it looks pretty sweet. That weeping willow tree is probably going to cost 20 million gil, so be ready.
Yeah, it's going to cost an arm and a leg.
New paintings have been added, so that's encouragement for everybody to get out there and start doing their sightseeing log. Hopefully they can give us more paintings without that sepia filter, because that's something where it's like that weird, like tannish brown, like.
I like that. That looks cool.
So,
I'm pumped up for this one thing here. New blank partition furnishings have been added, which can be decorated with several wallpaper designs. So
yeah, so if you have the room partitioned,
it's like tiled wallpaper.
Yeah,
that's pretty neat. That's a pretty cool little.
Yeah, it looks like that right there. That's a glade partitions that are blank, based on what the tops of them look like. So what else do we got going down here?
Self furnishing stuff.
New retainer, or not retainer, what are these things called? The NPCs inside your house. So they got new versions of those.
Yeah, the ones for the Eastern or the Hingan style.
Yeah. So there's just a list of stuff that won't be destroyed. We're used to, like, if you went to go put it in your, like, take it out. If you had it on the floor and you went to take it away, you get an error saying, this is going to be destroyed. Are you sure you want to do that? You no longer will have to worry about those items being destroyed, which...
That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Some of that stuff costs a lot of money.
Yeah, and there's... yeah. What do we got going? New orchestra rolls, crops, seeds.
Yeah, normal stuff. Basic, every major update stuff that gets added. New aquarium interiors, sunken treasure tank.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty neat.
If right above that, though, there's new aquarium fish, which is really nice because that's something that, you know, they didn't have a real big option of fish you could have.
Megalodon extra large.
Yeah, so like
how different that is compared to the shark down.
Ooh, yeah. I wonder if it like is twisted around or just like dubious
we'll
to get there.
Dubious on the hunt.
Yeah. Okay, additional updates. Mounts. Whatever that sprout
MGP,
thing.
yeah.
MPG stuff. Yep. More triple triad cards. Triple triad area change in Idleshire. New following additions have made to the challenge log. Customers always right. Complete 6 custom deliveries. Challenge log. Feeling lucky. Complete 3 dungeon via the duty roulette.
Oh, duty roulette alliance raid. Yeah.
Cool. And then there's Aqua Gleam Hunger Force.
I love that show.
Play on words.
Hunger Force.
The hidden canals of Unzar, or Uznair.
Gonna have to start doing some of that stuff. All the new emotes. Punch people now, it looks like, right in the face. If you don't like them,
Yes.
don't like what they're saying to you, punch them in the face.
New hairstyles, which honestly, to me, they look like I've already seen people wear hair like that. So
I think they're just kind of
tweaked
changes.
Yeah. I'm not real sure about this. The entrance to the Shishi of the Violent Tides of the Ruby Sea has been changed. So I don't know if that...
It does look different in that picture.
I don't remember what it
that,
looks like.
That globe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. So
T-minus 12 minutes, by the way.
Well, let me check real fast. I'll put it over here. I heard we could do this. It's still down. Yeah, it's still down for now. We got some battle system stuff. So these are just following actions and traits for jobs. Warriors seeing an HP absorption increase for Steel Cyclone.
Oh, nice. That's freaking awesome.
For Fell Cleave, Decimate, and Inner Release, Inner Beast, Steel Cyclone, and Unchain will now be replaced by these actions when using Deliverance, such as they no longer be set to the hotbar. I don't understand what that means.
I'm not sure what they're meaning by that. I've already got those things on my hotbar, so...
Yeah.
I guess... Play and see.
Yeah. Shake It Off. The effect removes most all detrimental effects, has been changed to creates a barrier around self and all nearby party members that absorbs damage totaling 8% of maximum HP. So this is something that, like, if you know a big move's coming, like a big AoE, you do that.
Party mitigation, yeah.
Yeah, you do that move that gives you crap tons of HP, and you pop that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then dispels thrill of the battle, inner beast, vengeance, and raw intuition, so increasing
knocks all
damage.
Your stuff off and just boost everybody's
defense up.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
Could be. It could be. That could help with warrior utility, which I know warrior's been hit with the crap stick.
Yeah.
As far as...
Well, it looks like Lancer Dragoon's got a list a mile long.
They're buffing like every... Basically all their attacks are buffed a little bit, but it's... And they're only by 10. I don't know what the damage increase is going to be for a 10 potency increase for everything. I imagine it might be a couple hundred points at DPS, but I guess it would just depend on the player. But I mean, I'll be curious to do some testing myself to see kind of where I come in now, based kind of compared to where I was.
Yeah.
Oh, and then reduce some recast timers. So
the one thing I thought was funny I saw on somebody else was Machinist. If you look at Machinist, hypercharge effect. Increasing target's damage increase from 5 to 6%. So, so those 1% boost. So I don't know
if that's I don't know how that. I mean, obviously a 10 potency increase on something that's a 150 to 160 is more than 1%, but I don't know
what that
obviously
percentage
what
is.
that I don't know what that stuff, what it means. I mean, yeah, we can look in all day and 150 to 160. I don't know what that, but obviously in an actual game situation, it's going to be if it's something noticeable, you'll know. If it's not noticeable, you'll be like, all right, it doesn't seem like anything changed.
Yeah, I think in the long run, at the end, when everybody's checking their DPS numbers, you'll see an increase. But in the moment, I don't think you'll notice much.
Right,
It'll
and
just
that's
be
probably
something. Yeah,
probably it. The one thing for Dragoon that I wanted to mention is that the requirement for the additional effect for the Dragon Eye has gone from 4 to 3. So you only need to get 3 stacks to get your Nastron, which is your big potency AoE that you get the line AoE. So that's kind of cool. Ninja, I don't know anything about any of that stuff.
Yeah, Arcanist Summoner.
Same thing. It's just
Yeah.
basic changes. I mean, this stuff is all if it's going to be important to you if you play the job. So
We don't play those jobs.
yes, and we just don't know anything about them. So.
Yeah, so we can't really give any good insight. So this range for blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is kind of good. Effects of the following actions will now always display regardless of user's graphic setting: provoke, ultimatum, and shirk.
Sure, that's nice.
Those are all necessary for enmity generation or tank swapping or just
so you can
crowd
see
control. So
yeah,
so like if like I'm one that I don't use macros when I use shirk or provoke. I just use them. So if you're the off tank and you want to know, okay, when should I provoke? Whether I'm, we're usually on Discord, we communicate pretty good.
Right.
That's a visual cue that they can see regardless, no matter if they have all effects off or not. So I think that's really cool. We got Paladin's Action Sword Oath, no longer logging out. That's not a big deal. Certain action and traits have been adjusted. Icons for certain traits have been changed. That'll be kind of curious to see what icons were changed.
Low draw Royal Road and Spread. I don't even know what that's for. Is that Summoner?
Yes.
Or I don't know what Royal Road is. Draw is probably
Astrologian.
yeah. Royal Road.
Spread. Maybe that's all Astrologian. Aetherflow though. That's
Aetherflow Summoner.
okay.
Or Scholar. That could be a shared.
Astrologian. Yeah. UI location, party list, status effects, focus target bar, target info status.
That's just gonna be something that we'll see if there's a difference.
Yeah.
Obviously, that'll be you'll notice.
So we got our new dungeon in.
Drowned City of Scala.
So
that's pretty cool from the picture.
Average item level for that is 300 or above. Pretty easy to get, even if all you're doing is getting Verity. That puts you at 310.
Yeah. There's no reason everybody shouldn't be that higher.
The HP of all enemies in levels 15 to 49 and levels 51 to 59 dungeons have been adjusted.
What does that mean? Decreased, increased?
I'm guessing
decreased.
I'm gonna guess that I'm guessing they're gonna make it to where you get more experience. So they might adjust them a little higher so that you get.
I don't know.
Oh, the HP, not levels.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, they probably made it.
Those enemies.
They probably made them smaller. Just
faster.
Faster to get through. Shinryu Extreme. It's gonna kill everybody. Average item level of 324, a 320 or above.
Sounds about right.
60 minutes.
Well, that's pretty typical.
Yeah. I-335 weapon coming out of that one.
Oh baby.
So that'll be nice.
Clear on that. Be cool.
Now this one I'm not real quite sure. Is items dropped directly from the boss enemy will now drop from treasure boxes in the following trials. So you got Bismarck, Ravana, and I think that's Sephiroth.
It's 1T7.
Because it's Fiend Sap, and he's got the tree.
I think so.
I'm gonna check
Sounds right. Or no, he was...
Because the other one's Sophia and Zurvan.
That might be...
I think it's Sephiroth, though. Because he had the trees, and trees have sap.
I guess that's true, but I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Speculate. The new Alliance raid.
Rabanastre.
Royal City of Rabanastre. Average item level 305 or above, so still, Verity gear will get you in.
So this, okay. So what's the difference between Return to Ivalice and this, or is this is?
The Return to Ivalice is the series, like Void Ark. I don't know what the Void Ark series was called. Was it called Void Ark?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
City of Mach.
So it was just like the Crystal Tower had the Labyrinth of the Ancient Circuit Tower and World of Darkness. Okay, so
yeah, it's just this is the specific name of that instance. It's
okay.
The Royal City of Rabanastre is what I'm getting from that.
Cool. And you get 2 hours to complete this with the average item level of 305 or above. Yeah. And something that's cool about this with the new Alliance Finder, you can get a full alliance together on your server or with your friends across server.
Yeah.
Instead of just pugging it. So that's something that's a lot better. So if you already work well, or you've got a free company or group of guys that have like, 3 to 5 raid groups, or you've got, 2 different free companies that have, 1 or 2 raid groups together, you guys can team up and get it done fast, since okay, these guys are competent, we're going to be able to get through this without people running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice.
So same role requirements for every other raid. It's like this, and then you can only get 1 reward per week. Once you get your reward, you are locked out until reset, which is 1 a.m. Pacific time or 4 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday mornings. And then each party receives its own treasure chest, regardless of how taken.
Yeah, so it's I don't know what that means, but as far as route taken, but yeah, it's like the other ones where you got Alliance A, B, and C, and they each get their own.
Right.
Machi Matter from Dunscape has been removed for the restriction. I don't think anybody really uses those anymore because they drop like candy from dungeons.
Yeah.
And then if you do any hunting, you've got materia coming out the butt. Plus, with this update, you're able to remove your materias from your gear and keep your materia. Yeah, it sucks for people that rely on that as a source of income, because that's going to kill the materia market.
But there's going to be more ways to make money if you do the canals of Uznare.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be guild rewards, I think, a lot more common, and it is 1 minute until this goes live, so everybody needs to prepare.
All right. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and stop the video from here, and we'll see you guys in the game. Hopefully, you guys will post a video soon about our Shirogane house. So you guys take care.
39 seconds.
And we'll catch you guys later.
Good luck, everybody. Have fun with the new content. Take your time, enjoy it, and see you next time.
All right.